Welcome to my channel if you are a regular here, and hello to any new subscribers. I'm using a kit from Stickers for You by Kate, and it is called This Is My Year. I'm bringing in a few florals and a little bit of deco here and there. I'm just going to lay them down and then we'll get back to the planning. I'm just starting off on Monday adding a work script in gold. The main foiling of this kit is in gold, so that's what I'm adding through the rest of the spread. I'm using a gold bow from Niki Plus 3 and a work sticker. I'm not sure where that is. I'll insert that afterwards when I find out where that script has come from. I know the working from home on the last 2 days of the week was from Arctic Paper Studios. And as I mentioned, those gold bows, black and gold bows, are from Niki Plus 3. So I've just popped that across the top to reflect my working week. I had been in contact with somebody and needed a COVID test on the last 2 days, so I had to stay working from home. So I've just popped back up to Monday, and on Monday the first thing that I'm laying down is Coffee Monday. I've used one of my own scripts, and I've put a coffee cup from Rose and Tea Shoppe, which was a pretty a coffee cup with a pretty floral on it, and it worked particularly well with this kit. I thought, brought out the pinks and things, which is what I wanted to do. I've then gone across and added one of the littles from the kit and noted on there that this particular Monday was the day I prepare wages. So they're prepared on the Monday, paid on the Tuesday. And I've used another script of mine, and I've taken the deco from the kit. I actually cut off the black payday script that was in the kit and just used the little bag of money to pop beside that. I don't think I mentioned that those gold foiled headers were from Monique Plans. They were actually in an oops bag, but only one of the headers had a little black spot on them, and they were quite nice to use. So I actually nearly run out of those, and I will definitely order some more, particularly with these kits that look so luxe with all the gold foiling. Now I've gone down to the bottom of the Monday, and on here I just wanted to mark that I had a meeting that evening, and I was going to sort of work up from there. I only had 2 things to fit in here, but I just wanted to make sure I had enough room. So I've taken a floral from Vintage Stickers. I think they've now renamed themselves, and they are Floral Paperie or something along those lines. So I've cut one of those in half. I've taken a flag from the kit and added one of my meeting scripts and a little clock from my newest addiction, just to pop beside that to mark the meeting that I had that evening. And then, as this was the first day that I'd returned to work after the Christmas break, I came down, or rather I came back to several hundred emails, and they had to be worked through. So the bulk of my working day, once the wages were done, was to sort through these emails. And I've used a sweet little email sticker from Rose and Tea Shoppe as the deco, and one of my own scripts, and that has completed Monday. Moving across to Tuesday now, it was I was going to mark that I finally cleared all of those emails. It did take the bulk of the day, and so I was able to start the morning fresh with those having been dealt with, actioned, and put in to-do lists for tasks going forward. And I've used one of the boxes from the kit which had the little gold foil on it. I've then gone and used a GP Studios nail polish deco and marked on there with one of the littles from the kit that I'd painted my nails on this day. And then I've used, the kit had some little bow dividers, so just nice and fine, and I've popped one of those underneath the paint nails deco, just trying to straighten it up, but I was running the risk of, it's really quite fine, and I was running the risk of breaking that, so I eventually decided to be content with it and leave it at that. Moving down to the bottom of Tuesday, I've used one of the quarter boxes from the kit, and I've decided to lay this long ways with some floral deco to the side. I had a session of filming and editing, and that basically sort of took most of the afternoon. So I've used my own film script, popped a little bit of the floral deco underneath the sticker. As you can see, I've used a camera from Petticoat Bandit, and that's a printable, and then the scissors, the little editing scissors with the bow, is also from Petticoat Bandit, and the YouTube sticker was from Arctic Paper Studio. Then moving across to Wednesday morning, I've marked coffee again, this time just a normal coffee and not Coffee Monday, using the same coffee cups from Rose and Tea. I've gone down a little further and marked that one of my sons came over, because my fellas in this house take a great deal of pride in washing their cars, and Adrian came to join them to have a little car wash session. That session took most of the day, and I've marked that using one of the labels similar to the day before with the lovely little gold bow on the side. The car came from, the car sticker was from Paper Crown Planner. It's a printable as well. And so just finishing off that morning with a little bit of floral, and popping across there that I received some happy mail, and that cute little happy mail or mail box. I'm not sure what, we don't have them here in Australia really in that shape or with those little flags on the side. It's just a letterbox, I'm sort of going to call it, but it may well have another name that I'm not familiar with. So I've used one of the littles to go across the floral and marked on there that I received my happy mail from Rose and Tea Shoppe. And you've noticed, of course, that I've used a few of the Rose and Tea Shoppe stickers throughout this particular spread. So that concludes the first half of the week, and now we're going to move on to Thursday. So I've started Thursday off using another one of the quarter boxes from the kit, and I've marked on here that I did a little bit of online shopping, mainly because I was home this morning and I was not able to go out because of the COVID test that I mentioned earlier. When you've had it, you are expected to isolate until your results come back, which is what I have done here. And so I've used a shopping sticker from Live, Love and Craft. They're one of my favourite shopping stickers. And a little shopping script sticker from, I think that particular one is from Natty Planning. And underneath that, I have popped a divider from Harriet Wright Designs. And then just to try and balance up the sheets, I've gone back to the first part of the week and added one of those divided as well, just to, I just like to try and balance one part of the week with the second part of the week. So now moving down to the bottom of Thursday, and unfortunately I seem to be a little bit out of frame here. I'm doing that at the moment, and I'm not really sure why I'm not keeping you in frame, and I do apologise because I know when I watch videos it frustrates me, so I do apologise for that. I've used a GP sticker for washing and folding the clothes, and I did a bit of laundry, so this afternoon was marked with a laundry script of my own, and then, as I mentioned, the GP sticker one, and then I used a little foiled clothesline. Oh, finally I've lifted it up. And I've used a little foiled clothesline from Print Petticoat Bandit to mark laundry. That's also one of my favourite laundry stickers. And then down to the bottom of the page, using another quarter box and a bow pen from Planning Like a Pro, I have just added onto there that that evening I went back and did a little bit of work on accreditation. It's a substantial document that we need for that, and it hasn't been reviewed in quite a while, so it's proving to be a rather large job. But it'll be nice to have it done, and then it will be dynamic and be edited going forward, which will be another good habit to get into. So I'm using one of the trackers, the little 3 heart trackers from the kit, or they're actually bows, not hearts. And I've got my glasses on, that's a worry. And just marked on here using a Natty Planning ordered a little piece of the floral from the original floral sheet, and a little shopping basket or bag from Stella Bow Stickers, just to mark that again. Online I needed a white folder from some work that I was doing, and I needed some 120 GSM paper again for another project, and there was some washi that I was wanting to order from Simply Gilded, so I placed those online orders. And then I've come down underneath using another quarter box from the kit and a Me Time sticker, which is one of my own, using a GP Sticker Studio robe. I was certainly feeling well. Having the test was only because I had been in contact with someone, and I felt just fine. But after I'd completed a couple of days at home of some really sort of intense accreditation work, which requires concentration, I was ready to have a little bit of a quieter afternoon on this Friday, and I decided to use this Me Time sticker. Just wasn't completely happy with where it was sitting, and needed to do a little bit of gentle prodding to get this up. I was hoping not to destroy it in the process, and I managed to get the bulk of it up and move it down a little bit so that I could better balance the script with the deco. And it's a robe with a sleeping mask, but it was more that I did a couple of self-care things this afternoon and relaxed and put on a candle and just had a really pleasant Friday afternoon. Fridays are always hectic at the end of a working week, especially the first one back after leave. You certainly notice it. So moving across to Saturday morning, I used another work sticker and popped that down, and used a laptop with a little cuppa beside it from the Rose and Tea Shoppe. Normally on a Saturday I rarely ever work, and I usually try and have a bit of a sleep in, but I really did need to go into the office because I'd had 2 days away and I had documents that I really needed to get sorted and catch up on. And so I did head into work. I was only going to go in for a couple of hours, but I did end up sort of ploughing through. I had a really good run and I really didn't want to stop. So I went through till about 4:30 that afternoon, and I've just marked that with one of the quarter boxes and a little bit of floral, and written in there that I worked through till 4:30. And although it was a little longer than planned, I certainly managed to get a bit done, which was great. Uninterrupted time is very valuable. So moving down to the bottom here of Saturday, I needed to clean my makeup brushes. They had not been done for a little bit, and they were really needing to be done. So I've sort of got a couple of each different type, but I'd already used them all, so I'd been a bit lazy. This is the one job that I seem to put off for some reason. It's not like it's that big a deal, and it's not even that hard, but for some reason I just keep putting off cleaning my makeup brushes. So that was a priority in the afternoon, and they could dry overnight. And then moving across to Sunday morning, I did get one of my weekend sleep-ins. So I do try over the 2 days of the weekend for at least one of those to be a sleep-in. It will largely depend on whether we're babysitting our grandbabies or not, but on the whole, that's something I do try to do. Just find it's a nice change from the early wake-ups during the week. So using a Mr. and Mrs. Mint pillow there, the pillow with the little bow in the corner, which is actually one of my favourites. I just noted that I had a sleep-in on this morning. And then in the afternoon, it was a fairly lazy sort of an afternoon, and I do like to try and get some planning done either in the later afternoon or the early evening. I set up my little personal planner for the week ahead, and I have got a video up of the personal planner. A few people were asking me the difference between my planning and this particular one that you're seeing today, which is the memory planning, and they are quite different. They serve a different purpose. So for this one, I've used another piece of the floral decoration that I showed you earlier. I've used a time to plan sticker from Arctic Paper Studios, and I've used a Rascog cart or a craft cart from GP Studios. I've just heard that they've closed their sticker business, which is a real shame because 2 or 3 of my favourite stickers are actually GP stickers, and they're an Australian company, and it's always really nice if you get the chance to support them. I was looking to add a divider into that spread there, but the reality is it didn't need it. It was going to be pushing it a little bit. So, and then I've gone down the bottom and added a Harriet Wright divider on the bottom of Saturday. So that's pretty well the planning done for the week, or the memory planning. Just showing you here the stickers that were left over, which are a few, and they're what I often go back and use in my personal planner. And just a little slow-mo over them. I'm sorry, it's a little bit wiggly. I don't normally have those wiggles, but there was a lot of lovely gold foiling in this kit, and it's always worth to see that close up when it gets the light on it. And I'm popping that back into my beautiful Aura Estelle Cloud in the Rose Quartz. I haven't decorated this planner yet, which I must do. I've only just moved into it. That'll be for another video.